E.T. phone home.
I'm just having some brewski beers at my Mojo Dojo Casa house.
Wendy, I'm home.
There is no place like home.
I'm home!
Hello and welcome to the House of Cinema podcast. I am your host, Joe Aragon. With me today, as always, Claira Curtis, Sydney Volpe, and in the house today, a discussion on Primate, the latest horror from Trashuary Releases. It's not that bad. Let's be honest. Come on.
What,
You're
Primate
acting like
or
we said it was
Trashuary?
Yeah, okay, well, maybe both aren't that bad. I mean, okay, we'll talk in depth about how January releases are going. There's some movies on the horizon I think people are very excited for. We've heard good things about a little movie that rhymes with Bone Bemple, so maybe that'll keep January alive. But Primate, which premiered at Fantastic Fest, usually we go every year. We didn't go last year, but we had heard some things, some rumblings about Primate. So we're going to talk about that today. Also, it's a good excuse for us to do a 2026 horror movie preview, which I'm really excited to go for. I wrote down a lot of horror movies that are allegedly coming out in 2026, and we'll go through them, not in depth, but we'll give you maybe a brief summary if you're not sure what they are. And we'll just get excitement levels, 1 to 10, how you feeling about those movies. So that's today's episode. Spoiler warning for Primate, though. If you want to watch Primate blind, you may want to skip out in the conversation for later. You can probably guess what happens in this movie, though. Just be
I was
honest.
going to say.
It's not the most twisty movie. It's not that surprising.
Not
but
too much subtlety.
not a lot there, correct. However, we'll talk about it. What is the vibe you're getting from Primate out there, Sid? Do you think people are excited for this movie right now?
It's hard to tell. We, on a previous episode, when we do like monthly predictions, you predicted Primate would do really well. I predicted specifically that it would make over $100 million. And I will say at my screening, there were definitely like groups of friends that were talking during the movie. But I was like, I'm glad that people are coming out, having a good time. It seems like there's like a good amount of buzz, but not as much as I thought there would be. But it's also, it just came out.
True.
You know,
it just came out. There's still a lot of time. Who knows what the weekend numbers look like? We don't, because we're recording this before the weekend numbers are even out.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree in that it's hard to gauge the excitement level in this movie right now. A part of me thinks that the marketing they've been hustling over there, getting out reactions early, getting out those like in the theater reactions. I saw a lot of those, like the night vision type shots.
Yeah, they're
really
super into those.
Yes, they're very into those. They're a bit over dramatic, but they're selling the movie very well. I think some of those reactions, as you know, yes, some of them are over the top, kind of warranted considering some of the kills in this movie. I think there is a buzz. I wouldn't say it's reached like this fervor and people are like really excited to go see Primate, but it's the second week of January. And kind of like the first real week, if we're being honest. I think it has more traction than I anticipated it would, which is kind of exciting. How are you feeling, Claira?
About Primate's position?
Yeah, just for Primate and how that's going.
Yeah. I think it's in that tricky
Primate's
spot.
position.
We're positioning it to be #1 movie of the year for a minute.
Yeah.
I think it's in a tricky spot because these first couple weeks, it's like, I feel like most people are still trying to get all the stuff that came out on Christmas because Christmas is kind of a big release day. And so there's just a lot that's come out in the last few weeks before this that I think people are more interested in seeing that kind of stuff. I think people are more interested in seeing some of those like big awards contenders that are just starting to get their wider releases now. Like No Other Choice has been expanded.
Yeah.
Is This Thing On isn't really an awards conversation, but that's been getting a wider release right now. So people are excited about that. Our listeners are seeing Chronology of Water supposedly, which is like makes me really happy. But I think in that way, like, I don't know if Primate is like the #1 movie goal for people who are going to the theater right now.
January always brings us a horror movie. That's been the trend for the last at least 3 years. Can you guys rack your brains very quickly and remember what the horror release of January 2025 was? Hint.
It was Wolfman.
It was Night Swim.
No, it was Wolfman.
Wolfman.
I didn't check January 2023, but I will right now. But I'm sure
January 2023.
I'm sure there was a movie in January 2023 that was a horror film. Let me look. Let me look as I do that. Let's see here. Wow, so long ago. The highest grossing movies in January 2023, by the way, was Avatar: The Way of Water.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Megan came out January 2023.
Gosh. Yeah.
So this is a trend. Every January, we get a horror movie, whether it's for good or better or worse, we get it. This month, we're getting a few different ones. We're getting this movie, we're getting Bone Temple, and we're getting Return to Silent Hill as like 3 big ones. Now, I'm sure there's like smaller ones that are coming out as
Send
well.
Help, yeah.
Send Help, the last day of the month. Yes, right.
Last week we got We Bury the Dead.
Right.
This year, we're getting 4 or 5
and
horror
that
movies.
movie Obex finally came out, and I don't know if
Yeah.
it's limited or what, but yeah.
It's pretty limited.
It's limited. But you should see it if you can.
So January is, I mean, I know we call it the dumb month, but I get why they're kind of relegating horror to January. Horror is typically, as we've talked about on the pod, more financially viable than other genres. It doesn't take a lot for people to go out to the movies to watch a horror film. And I think there is like this bit of like this downtime that Hollywood has. Like, okay, we finished the year. Now we're going to ramp up for award season. Studios are like holding back on the big releases. And so they're just dropping their horror movies.
Well, it's also
Primate
still,
kind of
like,
fits perfectly in that.
It's winter break and stuff too. So I feel like
That's
if you
true.
get in the first couple weeks of January, you're sliding into that slot where like the people who aren't catching up on awards movies or like caring about all of that stuff and just want to go to the movies with their friends, you're going to hit big with a horror audience because it's all younger people.
And Primate, I think, is like perfectly targeted to that audience specifically, in that it's not like a movie that requires a lot of homework. Narratively speaking, it's pretty surface level. It really is a movie about like the campy, gooey gore of the kills, and there's not much more else to it. But it's exactly kind of the thing you want audiences to go watch your movie for. It was either watch this or Greenland 2 Migration this weekend, which I saw, and it wasn't very good.
Oh.
No one else saw it?
I'm really afraid I'm not watching that.
You're not a
That's
disaster movie
right.
person.
Yeah,
That's
I can't do
right.
it.
There's a lot of disasters in that movie.
I love
Sid,
disaster movies, but
No
one
interest in it?
One of the only things I've heard was that it's about like rebuilding after the disaster, and I'm like, but is there still disaster in it? Because that's what I want.
Yes and no. It is about like the aftermath of Greenland 1. They're living in a bunker, and then within the first 10 minutes, that bunker then explodes.
Oh my god!
There's like a big earthquake, and now they have to relocate. And there's this like promised land that they've heard about, so they're trying to make it to the promised land. And so they go to point A to get there, and then a disaster happens. Then they go to point B.
They're fury
and then a
roading
disaster
it?
happened. Yeah, they're fury roading it. It's a funny movie, mostly because the entire movie it's Gerard Butler going like, "Please take us with you," and they're like the army man was like, "No, we can't." He's like, "But please," and they're like, "Okay, you can come with us."
Oh, okay.
And that's the whole movie. So, anyways, not very good. So, not limited options. That's the other thing about January. Limited options. Primate, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Rotten Tomato score. Any guesses on critics and audience score here?
Oh, wow. Well, Grace Randolph just gave it a rotten and left early.
Okay.
I
all
saw
right.
that she left 3/4 into the movie or something, and everyone's mad at her. Rightfully
It's
so.
not even that long of a movie, to be honest.
It's not
I
that
know.
long.
I think that she said that it was because it was so gory, and I'm like, what did you expect, girl?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that being said, there's not 100% then.
Yeah.
Because Grace Randolph gave it a negative review.
Exactly.
Sid, critic score. What's your guess?
Clara should go because I saw it.
Oh.
Oh, you remember?
You
I
remember?
remember.
Why did you hold on to that?
Clara, what do you guess?
Critics, I'll guess. God, like 75.
Okay.
Audience, I'll guess 86.
Oh,
Sid,
okay.
what do you remember?
I remember critic score 89.
Oh my God.
Wow. I'll tell you what, you should probably take a guess. It's changed dramatically.
Changed a lot.
It has.
Then I'll say, Clara, what did you say for critics? 75.
75.
75. I don't
I'll
remember.
say critic score 81. Audience score, I'll say, is like 89.
Critic score 77%.
Wow.
Yay.
Audience score 76%.
Oh.
Wow.
This is one of those movies, and you can probably guess the reaction in that People are going to go see it. There's one main complaint. And we've talked about this just recently. We talked about Hush. And this is the main complaint for that movie too. In that people are just frustrated with decision making, the realism of the movie. How could no one expect rabies? That kind of thinking. So that's the mindset for a lot of the negative reviews. We don't need to go into it. Let's just talk about it specifically. Primate. Sid, did you like Primate? Give us the down low on how you felt about it after leaving the theater.
I guess my general thoughts on Primate, I mean, it was kind of exactly the movie that I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was fine. You guys had seen it before me and kind of gave me an idea of what to expect too, but I thought there was a lot in it that was fun. I think the premise is really enjoyably silly. However, I did have a big problem with like how dumb the characters were in this movie. It like a lot of the time it's like that's part of the silliness and part of the fun, but I did feel like the film didn't like embrace the silliness enough for me to fully like be along for the ride, you know?
I mean, you kind of nailed exactly what my main issue with it is that like you either have to choose two paths for a movie like this. You go full send on the campy, ridiculous, inherent silly nature of the movie. Nature, because it's an animal.
Wow. Good
or or you divorce yourself from that and you go something a little bit more serious, a little bit more intelligent and technical, so that if you do have these characters making decisions, they make sense. And I feel like this movie is trying to have its cake and eat it too, in that it wants to be silly and fun. And then it does go for some pretty big emotional swings that I don't know if really work. And they go for some other like scientific reasoning for what's happening. I'm not sure if that works. And I don't know if I'm fully invested in that side of the movie as I am invested in the silliness of it all.
You didn't like
Claira?
The first documented case of hydrophobia was 2300 BC.
No,
now
that
known
actually
as
kind of-
rabies.
That was a little interesting. I was like, oh, we're gonna like get like a chimp origin story, like how the rabies like first existed, and like, oh no, they're just giving me like just the etymology of it all.
Yeah.
No, Claire, what do you think of the just overall reaction leaving the theater for this one?
Yeah, I think I agree with you both in that, like, it's very much what I was expecting for the most part. Like, if I'm watching a movie like this, I'm just expecting to watch, like, a chimp kill people.
Yeah.
And that's what we got. And so I'm like, okay, like, I'm satisfied for the most part. I do think it is towing that line in a really weird way. And I think in some ways that sacrifices our understanding of the circumstances more. Like, we were talking after the movie about how like it's not really made super duper clear that like rabies doesn't exist in Hawaii, and that's why it's not
Was
like
not
the
even aware that was a
immediate.
thing.
Yeah, so it's not the immediate conclusion the characters are drawing, and so that makes it tricky, I think, because like they're not spending enough time doing that sort of world building that would help us as an audience know like where they're coming from more. It's more just like, well, everyone would assume it's rabies, and then you were pointing out people were complaining about that in the Rotten Tomato reviews, so it's like clearly that's a more universal issue. So I think that's a big downside to it overall.
Yeah, I do have this issue with movies like this, and specifically this one, where it is like pick a lane. Either be the horror movie about the chimp killing people, or be the family drama you want to be. There are so many times in this movie where it cuts to the lead. I don't remember her name in the movie. Lucy Bad.
Lucy Bad.
Okay, that's how I remember it. Well, there's like this weird subplot to the movie about Lucy's like, she's been gone from her family. Her sister's mad at her because she's been gone. Her dad's like, we never see you. I'm not exactly sure why she's been gone. She's just at college?
She's just at school, but I think it's more like she's not coming home for breaks because her mom died.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
right.
that's the whole subplot too. Like her mother has passed away from cancer. And then she has this, on and off again romance with the other guy who's there, who's not interested in her, I think.
Nick.
I know that never gets resolved because he dies. So it's like, why was that even a thing?
Fascinating, not only that he dies, but that he was like, in the beginning, it's like, oh, they have a thing. And he's very quick to switch up to the other girl, like within the first half hour.
Well, I think it's one of
know.
those things where it's like, I don't think they ever explicitly had a thing. I think it's we grew up together and you're a little bit older. And so there's that tension, but we've never actually done anything about it. Because the dad is like, now's your chance.
Now's your chance, yeah.
Because he's broken up with this other girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I want to shout out things I like real quick.
Okay.
A shout out to the practical effects of the movie. Look really good. Again, if you're going to the movie for kills, for blood and gore, and for flesh being ripped apart, those are pretty good.
Yeah.
If we had to talk about a certain scene, a certain kill that I think sticks out the most, could we all agree it's the bedroom scene, the red room scene, as the most like intense, most gnarly kill of the movie?
Probably, but is that because they draw it out for so long?
It is the most drawn out. I think just from the most intense of like the jaw being ripped off and then the flesh being stretched apart. That's the most visceral of the scenes I remember. I actually, now that I think about it, there's only like 2 kills that are that unique in that way. Like they really exhibit like this chimpanzee's strength and force. It's that scene in the beginning scene. Those are the 2 scenes where I'm like, oh.
What beginning scene with the guy who comes to
with the
treat
vet?
him?
Yes, the vet. Yeah,
What does he do to the vet?
He rips his face
whole
off.
like all the skin
that's
off
right,
his
right. The
face.
skin is like pulled off. Yeah, then we see. I liked when we saw him bite the sister's leg.
Oh
So
Yeah.
you get to see his jaw strength, and then he kills the other girl with the rock. The shovel kill we don't really see.
No.
so yeah.
And then the kid Nick gets pulled off the cliff and he just dies by falling off the
Right.
cliff.
But boy, do we see that.
But we do see that. Man,
Boy,
my
do we
Peter
see
was
that.
reacted
Yeah.
very loudly to that.
I mean, it's a pretty intense and visceral moment as well. But I think that it's like a double-edged sword in that I like those scenes, but I almost feel like they're not utilizing the fact that we're having a chimpanzee here enough. Because we get the bedroom scene and the beginning scene. Okay, we get it. That's a chimpanzee. He can do damage. The other scenes are pretty like, he kills him with the one girl with the rock. He kills the other girl in the car. Not really
the car.
crazy. You know, it's a scene, but I'm not like, whoa, that's a chimpanzee kill. I just feel like you have a chimpanzee as a villain, you should really, really exploit the fact that it's a chimpanzee.
See, that's interesting because I feel like the car kill, you do get a lot of that because he like is like wailing on her for a fat minute before she's dead.
Yeah,
I think that's what's scariest is when they're just like, when he's like
Wailing.
hitting them. I almost think it's scarier that way.
Oh, see, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, a man could do that.
But not as strong.
We're not so different.
we are related.
That's the thing. I mean, not as strong, but there's nothing unique about that kill as opposed to like the skin being ripped off the face or the jaw being ripped off a person. Like a human can't do that. And so it's really interesting to see a chimpanzee do it.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. But I liked all those moments.
Yeah.
Is there a moment that sticks out for you, Sid?
Well, I wanted to add to your note about the practical effects that Ben himself, the titular primate, is a combination of like practical, I don't even know, like they use like a guy in a suit for a lot of it. And then also just like practical makeup.
Miguel Torres Umba, who plays Ben.
Yeah.
And it is confirmed a combination of old school practical effects as much as possible and VFX. But I was watching this and I was pretty shocked by how like uncanny it felt. And I kind of like that. It added to that a lot of that fear and that tension because it's not a full CGI chimp. There's a person in that suit. And that I think really helped the movie out.
Yeah. And I think it helps blur the line a little bit because like obviously the family sees Ben as family and like having him feel more humanoid in that sense really I think helps establish that feeling because it's like there's some like he's a chimp but there's something else going on here with that.
Right.
Yeah, he's like Australopithecus instead.
Nice.
There we go. I remember high school science. I remember.
But yeah, at the beginning, like you can see like I think that's when you get the most like close-ups on him and you can see like the human eyes and it's a little like I feel like it's the only time we've seen some sort of primate that like looks that humanoid than besides like the Planet of the Apes movies. In those movies you're supposed to be like sympathizing with them and you have that like association. So I feel like it was just like it all just felt really weird. And he's like big too.
Yes,
He's very big.
Yes, he's
very big.
Yeah. And he moves in like a very human way, but it's like not human enough to where it's like kind of like ape-like. But again, it's adding all to that uncanny valley of it all. And it works in the sense of like terror. I like that a lot. And because it's more practical, it allows for close-ups on Ben. We are able to see like the blood on his face or like the anger in his eyes. And I think if it was a fully CGI chimp, like you get some of that in like Nope. I know people are drawing comparisons to Nope, but if it was fully CGI, I think a lot of people would be taken out of it.
Right.
Because it's not, it allows us to really stay immersed in it. So I really love the practicality of Ben, and shout out to Miguel Torres Umba for doing that. It was really impressive.
Yeah.
Clara, a scene that sticks out?
Ooh.
Anything that sticks out?
I mean, it's tricky because like I do feel like Nick's death does stand out since it's the like not the first, but kind of the first big kill that with the character we know. Just in that, like, I think it is a fun little bit of a subversion because he's like set up as like the romantic interest for our protagonist. I think to an extent you're expecting him to be around for a while as like this guy, he'll sacrifice himself to like save just Lucy and it'll be romantic and tragic. And like there's an archetype set up there that the movie kind of just is like, never mind, and just like throws it off the cliff, literally. And I think that is, I think that is kind of fun. And I think, I don't know, there's something exciting about like that point on, because that's obviously where things like really start to ramp up, and really shows us how serious the movie is going to take, like killing these characters, which I like.
I do appreciate that, the subversion of expectation there. You're right. I think in most movies, it would kind of come down to Lucy and Nick at the very end. It's them fighting off Ben. Nick goes, I'm going to sacrifice myself.
I've always loved you.
Yes. And then he like runs away or like grabs Ben and they jump off the cliff together or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
But it is nice to get that subversion of expectation where Nick kind of does that in the first half hour, thinks he's won, and then gets pulled off the cliff.
Yeah. And then it's like fun when, because they both go over and it's like, oh no, what happened? And then they have him Ben like crawl back up
the hand
like a villain, and the girls all start screaming.
That was
like
really
it's honestly kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I appreciate. Go ahead, Sid. Go
well,
ahead.
he comes up over the ledge and he's like smiling, like he's like an anime villain. He's like, yeah, like I just killed it. He's like laughing.
Yeah, I think that's what I appreciate, though. I think there's like this self-awareness this movie has that Ben is almost like human in a sense. Like they give him like a lot of human characteristics, not just narratively. He can do sign language and speak and use the iPad thingy. But like there's like this self-awareness that he is becoming this villain, and he does laugh when he kills people. Or when he kind of lures Lucy out of the closet and he's like hiding in the rafters.
Yeah.
He's like, Lucy bad, taunting her. You know, that's the point where this movie is breaking that roof of realism. And I appreciate that. I want it to dive into the campiness of the whole situation and let Ben be a villain, embrace his villainy. And I think this movie allows Ben to actually be a pretty silly villain. And I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what some people don't like it. Because again, some people don't like realism being broken in that way, but I think it adds to like the fun of the film is watching Ben laugh maniacally when he kills somebody or taunt somebody or smile at them when he's like about to kill them. You know, you can see Ben making these decisions before he kills somebody, and it's like, no, Ben, don't do it. And Ben just kind of looks at him and just does it anyways.
Like,
the whole thing in the Red Room is kind of Ben taunting that guy. And I kind of enjoyed those moments.
I thought that was really funny, and I thought that the kid who plays that guy was really good in that scene. It was funny how they took like the bro trope and like had Ben come in and, you know, how it's happening sort of slowly, and he's like, look at like the shiny little keys, and he throws them, and Ben's like, he doesn't give a shit about it. And then when Ben is like getting closer on top of him, and he's like, dude get
the fuck off of me.
I'm gonna call the Department of fucking Animals. It was good.
It's good.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the ending, kind of the climactic moment? Troy Kotsur, who is in this movie, if you didn't know, because they don't really market him in this movie, but he is in this movie. Troy Kotsur returns home from his book tour, leaving a very important movie about the adaptation of his book into a movie.
Yeah.
They made that very clear that he was not supposed to leave.
This is the deal of a lifetime.
He leaves anyways. He just felt like something was wrong because he got a text message saying, hey, that mongoose had rabies.
Is this a joke?
So Troy Kotsur returns home, and this is the moment, I was referencing this in our Hush episode, so I want to go back to this in a second, but Troy Kotsur has returned home, and he's looking for his children, and the house is all dark, lights are off, and he sees like beer bottles, and he's like, they threw a party, yada yada yada. But because he's deaf, we're getting it from his perspective, and so everything around him is muted. And in the background, we can see like Lucy and Ben fighting essentially, and he's not turning around because he can't hear it. I love all of that. I thought that was really fun. It was the first time this movie was doing something kind of interesting and like playing with sensory and senses. I wish there was a lot more of that.
Yeah, I agree, because that's another moment I think where it's subverting in a way, because sometimes movies like this really lean into like, we need scoring behind every big scene, we need like a needle drop, we need some sort of sound to like amplify what's happening. But this takes the opposite approach in this big moment of like, no, we're going to deprive you of that sensation entirely, and I think it works really well.
Yeah, there were like extended scenes of them using sign language and stuff like that I was like, I really like the inclusion of this. And Troy Kotsur I thought was really great in the movie.
Yeah.
I wish he was in it more, but it is cool when he comes back and kind of like saves the day. But yeah, that scene was good, but it was one of the moments where I'm like, throw something at him or something.
Yeah.
Like, you're just standing there
it.
screaming. I feel like we're not using our thinking caps to deal with this right now.
Well, I wanted to go further because I like that part of the scene, and then it kind of devolves into bit pandemonium. Things go ape shit, as you may say.
Whoa, you're on a roll today.
Hashtag gone ape shit.
And Ben and Lucy and her father and Lucy's sister get into this big squabble with Ben, and it becomes like fisticuffs.
Family feud.
It is a family feud. Indeed it is. And I thought it was a bit silly. Sid had texted us. What did you text us, Sid?
Oh, I said, did that chimpanzee just bitch slap her? Because he does.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
He does. That's right. And I don't know. I think at this point, it's an 89-minute movie. We've gone through this rocky roller coaster of fun and seriousness. I think I'm not going to complain about the tone of this movie because I feel like there's no reason to complain about the tone of this movie. But it does feel a little bit out of place for a movie to kind of be this slasher essentially for the first 75 minutes. And then at the very last 15, we turn into like, now everyone's brawling with each other. And I don't know if it fit for me tonally, but I don't know if it worked for either of you.
I thought it meshed fine enough. Like, I think because there's not that much going on in this thematically, from the beginning, you're a little bit like, Ben going crazy is what will bring the family back together in the way they need. And so like, you are kind of anticipating this big emotional, like everyone's sacrificing themselves for each other type of thing. It is, I mean, it's silly, but I think it works overall.
Yeah, it didn't like feel out of place to me, but I honestly thought it was kind of hilarious that only they make it out alive, and there are just like, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people die. 6
Yes.
people die.
So we had
half
the
a dozen
two-
people die.
The two bros who show
maybe
up.
there's 5.
The 2
and
bros,
then
the brother and the
three
sister.
friends.
The girl in the car.
Oh, the girl in the car and the
Yeah.
vet.
6.
Oh,
Okay,
So that
Six,
it is,
okay.
yeah, half a
Okay.
dozen
I counted.
people have to die for this family to come back
Yeah.
together. And I'm just imagining the news story. It's like, this chimpanzee kills 6 people, but the owners live.
All survive.
Don't worry, the family's okay.
The family's okay. But yeah, I think it all comes down to what is an issue with so many of these January studio horror movies is that I think a lot of this movie got edited out. And I think you can feel like, even, how it does like the cold open with the vet and then it cuts into like the rabies. I'm like, I feel like they didn't plan for that cold open to be there, because then the cold open just happens like frame for frame. Like they just stuck it back into the movie sort of in a way that didn't feel like it like flowed well to me. But with all of the thematic and emotional beats, I didn't really feel that all of that stuff was because their mom had died. Like they don't talk about their mom. Like it feels like, and which sure, it's like, oh, maybe they don't want to, they're not talking about it because it's like hard to talk about or whatever. But none of it felt like it had any sort of thematic meaning, the way that it ended or the way that anything happened.
So
Yeah.
2 points I want to point out. The beginning cold open, 100% agree. That feels like 1,000% Paramount said,
We
put
need
that in the
something
beginning.
shocking.
We need
yeah.
something to really grip the audience
Right.
early.
We've had this conversation at some point on the podcast about how modern horror movies 99% of them open up with a kill because there needs to be a hook for your movies now. It's sad that we're treating movies like TikTok, but that's how movies are being treated. In that, in order to keep someone's attention, you need to have something insane, intense, shocking in the first 5 minutes. And so it feels like that's exactly what you said, Sid. It feels like they cut out that moment with the veterinarian, put it in the beginning, and then when it comes up again, it does feel like they just put it shot for shot the exact same one. They just, copy pasted that scene back into the movie. Agree. I also agree completely in that this movie's kind of about nothing. And look, I know not every movie is going to be about something. I know the goal of this movie is probably not to be about something, but typically there's usually this underlying theme there. And I was looking back at this movie like, what was this movie even about? Like, what are we trying to warn people about? It's not even like a good warning about owning chimps, to be honest. There's there's no discussion about how humans shouldn't be owning wild animals. There's no discussion about like, oh yeah, people shouldn't own wild animals. There's no discussion about like the mistreatment of the chimp or his small enclosure. It's simply like, oh, this mongoose bit the chimp and he killed these people. And there is that thread of the mom dying, but there's no conversation or like reconciliation with the family about that. And it's kind of funny watching this. I'm like, what am I taking away from this movie?
I thought it was going to be about, I thought we were going to learn that the rabies came from somewhere in the States and that it was about how people are going to Hawaii now. And it's like a big issue that people are like buying up land in Hawaii and like ruining the way of life there and kind of like a colonization sort of thing. But it wasn't. We like literally never, it was just some fucking mongoose.
It was a text message that said, there's no rabies in Hawaii. And
I was
then no
like,
one
that's so
responded to that
interesting.
part.
I didn't know that.
I thought it was interesting too. Yeah.
It goes nowhere.
Would have loved to know more about that. Again, I know the primary goal of this movie is not to unpack that and explore that, but it's funny to introduce breadcrumbs of that, but to never really give us the full thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's something we talked about after too, of like, the rabies route in and of itself is a way to minimize the conversation around the fact this family probably shouldn't be owning a chimp in the first place. Like, it's insane to do that. But because it's about rabies, it's like, well, it would have been fine. Ben would have been a great brother if he hadn't been bit by a mongoose. And it's just like, no, he's a wild animal. Like, he shouldn't be kept like a little brother. Like, but the movie doesn't want to have that conversation. It wants to be like, this is about rabies.
Nor does it maybe need to, but they're introducing it. And so if you're going to introduce them as a family member, maybe there should be a conversation about it.
Yeah.
But there's not really a goal to do that. And again, I get it. But it was just funny to watch this movie and be like, it really is just like chimpanzee kills people movie.
It is. Well, that was another thing that in the beginning, I wish we also had more time. Again, it's like, I'm sure there was more footage of it, but it probably got edited out of them actually being close with Ben. Because the whole movie, it's like, he's like, my brother, like, how dare you say we should kill him? Like, that's Ben. I'm like, okay, like I don't feel the sadness of Ben becoming this, you know?
That's a great point as well. And I think that's something, I mean, there's a lot of differences between this and Cujo, which I know is another obvious comparison due to the rabies trope. But from what I remember, I can't remember if it's in Cujo or if I read it in Cujo, because I read Cujo as well. But I remember in Cujo being more connected to the dog. Now that could be for one, two reasons. One, it was written better, or simply it was a dog, and I have just a personal connection to dogs than I do chimpanzees. But I think that's a really good point, Sid, in that I think they want us to feel bad for Ben and want us to feel that tension between Lucy and her family and Ben and like their reluctance to kill Ben. But there's not enough in the movie for us to feel that. And so when Ben starts to act out, I'm like, yeah, just shoot the guy.
Right.
Yeah, I am the girl. I'm the other girl in that friend group. She's like, just shoot him.
Kill him.
No, don't shoot Ben. I'm like, why not? You guys aren't even that
Fuck
close.
you.
No, 100%.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I think she's right.
Anything else?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I did want to shout out.
I mean, we have a 90-minute movie here. It's not that much to go off
I know,
on,
it's
for being
like-
honest.
I did have speaking of slashers, I felt that the score was very John Carpenter inspired.
Yes, it's
is
really
interesting.
good.
Mhm.
It not only feels like a combo of John Carpenter and The Exorcist.
Yes.
It reminded me a lot of The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great score.
Very good score.
Almost too good for this movie. What are you doing there? It's a good score.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Anything else?
We hit that.
Any other questions we have for each other?
Oh, other questions.
Questions, thoughts, anything. I mean, I'm tapped out of Primate at this point. We said what we need to
Okay.
say for me.
Well, I think since we're talking about killer animals, maybe we should say what some of our favorite other movies about killer animals are.
Oh, just no rabies infected animals, just killer animals in general.
That's true,
Let's do
'cause
killer animals.
There's a whole like subset of animal movies like Deep Blue Sea where there's like something wrong. Like there's been some sort of alteration.
True.
that makes
Deep
them go
Blue Sea
crazy.
rocks.
Deep Blue Sea is fun.
If I were to choose favorite killer animal movies, I like Anaconda, not the new one,
Not the new one.
the one from the 90s.
OG Anaconda.
OG one. I like that one a lot. Not enough to make my own version of it, apparently. I really, obviously Jaws, but we don't have to go into Jaws. I really like The Birds, Hitchcock's The Birds.
Great one.
The Birds is a funny movie in that it's a movie I feel like everyone thinks they've seen, and then they watch it and they realize they haven't seen
Right.
it, and it's
Oh.
really good.
That's interesting.
I think it gets people kind of rag on it a bit as like, oh, it's the birds, so silly, birds killing people, how dumb.
But no.
No, it's a good movie,
It's
man.
really
movie.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. I know it's shocking. It's a Hitchcock movie. It's good, but give the birds a chance if you think it's silly. Oh, Arachnophobia.
Of course.
Love Arachnophobia.
Classique.
So good. I'll shout those three out just
Okay.
initially.
Yay.
What do you got, Sid?
You kind of hit my like biggest ones that I love. We could say Crawl. I didn't love Crawl, but it's a
I
fun
Oh, I love Crawl.
addition to the genre. What about like
Yeah.
King Kong? Does that count?
Oh, Big Ape?
Is he too big?
Big
Is
monkey.
he naturally big or did we make him big?
He's naturally big.
He is naturally big.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
naturally big.
Yes.
Big monkey.
Cujo, of course.
Cujo.
The Shallows.
Oh, I love
I
the
like
You
the
guys
Shallows.
love the
Shallows.
Shallows.
We
Love
really
the
like the
Shallows.
Shallows. Those are my big ones, I think.
Those are good ones.
Claire, what do you got?
I had all of those. I also had Blackwater Abyss, which is like a killer croc again, which is
Okay.
fun. There's this Australian one called Razorback.
Oh, the
about-
boar.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah.
my god, it's awesome.
That's scary.
That movie is a really cool one. And then I also really like Phase 4, which is about killer ants,
Oh,
which is
Ooh.
awesome.
interesting. We didn't mention Piranha. That's a popular one.
I just watched
Yeah.
that. I didn't like it.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Snakes on a Plane.
I haven't
That's
seen
fine.
that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. It's in the same vein as this.
It's very campy.
It knows what it is. If anything, I like it more because it leans more into the campiness of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Cocaine Bear.
Of course.
Yeah.
That was
That's a fun
interesting time.
shout.
Beast was honestly kind of fun.
Beast, which was the Idris Elba lion movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That one's not bad. Also, a lion movie is The Ghost in the Darkness, starring Val
Oh,
Kilmer and
Haven't
Michael
seen
Douglas.
that, but it has a lion
Ooh.
split diopter shot in it.
Yeah,
Two
it's
lions.
awesome. Well,
What?
this movie was fascinating to me at like 11 years old when I saw it way too early.
Yeah.
There was no reason for me to be watching that movie, and I did, and it haunted me for a bit. I liked it though. I don't know
Wow.
how it holds up now. I'll be honest with you.
Ooh.
There's frogs. I've never seen frogs. I've
Haven't
heard
seen that.
really good thing about frogs though.
Ooh.
And let's see what else we got. We said Snakes on a Plane, all the Jaws movies. The Gray, which
the
is
wolf.
Liam
Yeah.
Neeson survival movie that includes wolves. Yeah. Orca, never seen Orca.
Never seen Orca.
Orca is Justified.
Orca probably is justified. Justified how? Because the orcas are killers.
Well, I think orcas should kill us at this point.
I see.
All
I see.
animals
Okay,
should
yeah.
kill us.
Yeah, we
I
probably
deserve
for
it.
all of these movies,
Wait,
we're
there
in their territory. For being honest,
Isn't there also a killer orca movie coming out this month? There's a new one.
Oh,
well, there might be. I don't really
Wait.
know.
The trailer for it went viral because they changed the color of the blood to brown and it looked like everyone was
right.
pooping in the water.
I saw that.
Killer. Oh yeah, it's called The Killer. It's called Killer Whale.
Killer
that this
whale.
month?
2026 releases digitally
Okay.
January 16th.
Boom.
Wow.
Look at that. That was not my horror preview. But
Well, now it is.
Maybe now it is. That seems interesting. Okay. Well, maybe I'll take a peek at that.
Have you guys seen them?
No,
But isn't
I've
that
always
kind
wanted
of
to
like-
watch it.
They're mutant ants.
They're mutant. I
okay.
think they're from another planet.
I thought
Okay.
they were aliens.
I think they're aliens.
That's
yeah.
kind of like Mimic, where it's like mutated
That's-
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say like does
Yeah.
Mimic count? 'Cause
Then we
it
start to.
is-
This is where we start to
Yeah.
fall into this weird.
It needs to be a
in-between.
regular animal. It
Yeah.
appears like a normal animal.
Yeah.
Well, because then Deep Blue Sea also is kind of like in that middle ground of like they're normal sharks,
Supercharged
but
shark
we've meddled
brain.
with their brains and now they're super smart.
But
you
I feel
know?
like rabies has that same effect.
That's
but I guess the
true.
sharks. Deep Blue Sea is such a funny movie.
That is a great.
Taking
movie.
out the
Rabies is like
security
a-
cameras.
rabies is like a naturally occurring disease. I don't know who created rabies or if anyone created rabies or this existed within the
No,
environment.
Joe, it's been around since 2300 BC.
Yeah,
That's right.
didn't you read the title card?
the first case of hydrophobia.
Hydrophobia.
Anyways, all right. Any other questions for us?
What about the director? What's his name? Johannes Roberts?
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
He's like a guy. He did 47
He-
meters down.
yes he did.
He likes animals. He did the shark movie, 47 Meters Down, and 47 Meters Down Uncaged, the sequel.
Mhm.
He did The Strangers Pray at Night,
Right.
which some people live and die by. They really like that movie. I thought it was fine.
Mhm.
He's done Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, which I don't think is very good,
Okay.
but he's done that. And that's all I have here. I mean, other smaller films, but those were the big ones. The Other Side of the Door, Stores 24, F, Forest of the Damned,
He's one of the directors for VHS 99.
Yeah.
VHS 99. Which one did he do?
I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, he's a guy. That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that
I was
up.
going to say like ranking, but I've actually seen none of his other movies.
Not even 47 meters
No,
down?
I've never seen it.
Oh.
Of the ones I've seen, I like 47 Meters Down a lot. I think it's kind of a fun movie.
Okay.
I guess I would say, wow, it's slim pickings here. I would say 47 Meters Down at number 1, Primate number 2, Strangers Pray at Night number 3, Welcome Raccoon City at number 4, and 47 Meters Down Uncaged at number 5.
Okay.
Those are the ones I've
Fair.
seen.
Fair.
I've only seen 3.
Okay.
I think I would also do 47 meters down at 1, Primate at 2, but I think they're close.
They're close. Yeah,
They're
we're not
very
talking
close for me.
wide margins here.
Yeah. And then a little bit of a gap, and then it's The Strangers Pray at Night, which
Okay.
I'm not really a fan of.
And relevant
Okay.
because The Strangers and Resident Evil are both getting new installments this
Yes,
year.
they
This
are.
year.
This
Yeah,
year.
I didn't even write down The Stranger Chapter 3 in my preview. I forgot.
It's the end of the trilogy.
My bad, everyone. My bad. I you know what? To be fair, I Googled most exciting horror movies that come out in 2026, and
And it's not on there.
I checked several lists, and there was on none of them. So I kind of forgot it existed.
Whoa.
Any last thoughts on Primate before we close out a conversation? A short one, but for a short film, there's not much more to really dive into.
Yeah.
We're good.
R.I.P. Ben.
R.I.P. Ben.
R.I.P. Ben. He was
I
a
have
real
been
one.
there, Ben.
I have expected his hand to like twitch at the end, and he like, survived, but he did not.
Well, okay, actually, maybe I do want to say that really quick. I do think it's really funny that they pull a scream and have him like die, and then he
Right.
gets up, and then they have to kill him again. I did laugh at
Another
that.
moment, Lucy's just like staring at him get up. I'm like, do something. Like, tell
Yeah.
the other people. Most of my notes were kind of just like, why didn't you grab the phone when you ran out of the room? Like, it was a problem for me in this movie, admittedly.
I get it. I get it. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Letterbox score. Final score for you, Sid.
I gave it a 2.5.
Clara.
I also gave it a 2.5. Joe?
I gave it a 3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's not that big of a difference from 2.5.
We're early in the year. We can be charitable.
Which
Yeah,
was
it's-
better, this or werewolves?
Werewolves?
Werewolves for sure.
Why are we bringing up that movie?
Because
I
that
don't
movie's
know.
awesome.
Because it's silly. That's a movie that's like silly.
Yeah, I think I gave it the same score, both a 3.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I think Primate knows what it is for the most part. And I think if you're going in with the intention of seeing some pretty crazy stuff, you'll get it.
Yeah.
It's not too complicated for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pivot. You guys ready?
Yes.
The 2026 horror movie preview. Here's what I'll do. I'll read you the date of the release if it has one, the movie. You tell me 1 to 10 how excited you are. If you want to say a little bit about the movie, you can, why you're excited.
Okay.
And then we'll go through them. I have here written about like 15 movies, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Starting
Ready.
off in January 16th, The Bone Temple. It's next week. It's later this week. We have an episode on it. On Friday, we have an episode on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sid, 1 to 10.
9.5.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's high.
I think I'd throw a 9 at that. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Where
Joe?
are you?
I'll do a 9. Sure.
Okay.
I'll do a 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
January 23rd, Return to Silent Hill. How are we
Yeah.
feeling about this one? Sid, 1 to 10.
0. That's not any of my
Whoa.
business.
What?
I don't know Silent
0?
Hill. I haven't seen any Silent Hill movies. I don't know what's going on.
Clara, 1 to 10.
Wow. I really like the first Silent Hill movie. I think I'd throw like a 6.5 at this.
I will also throw like a 6.5 as
Yeah.
well. I like
Okay.
the first movie a
Yep.
decent amount. I've played one and a half of the games. No, half of one game.
Okay.
I started it and played it, and it was too scary, so I stopped
That's
playing
the thing.
it.
Oh,
They're
wow.
really scary.
They're very scary games, and so that alone is driving some excitement.
Mhm.
That being said, the second Silent Hill movie was not very good,
Uh-oh.
and so there is some hesitation there for me,
Okay.
but I'm open to it.
Yeah.
January 30th, Sam Raimi's Send Help. 1 to 10, Sid.
11.
Yay.
Claire, 1 to 10.
I think I'd give that a 9 as well. I'm excited. Joe?
I'll give it a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Sam Raimi's back. Last time we saw Sam Raimi was Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness,
Which
which,
we
love.
by the
movie.
way,
We all love.
this
Great
podcast
movie.
loves. We endorse that movie.
We
Put
have
our
a
signature
Patreon
on it.
episode on it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Sid's on that Patreon
I was
episode.
on
Yeah.
it. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
That's how much it mattered to Sid.
Yeah.
Sid is on that
Tapped
the
in
episode.
only
for a
MCU
Heroes
one I
episode.
Great movie. He obviously has the track record to prove himself as a horror director. The cast is really fun. I'm so excited to see Rachel McAdams as this potentially insane person on this island with Dylan O'Brien. The trailer gets me every time. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it looks sick.
I'm hyped.
All right. That's in a couple weeks as well. We will have an episode on that as well.
Yay.
I'm pumped. February 20th, Psycho Killer. This is the movie we saw a photo of. It's from the writer of Seven. Here's a very quick plot synopsis. Georgina Campbell, who is in
Oh.
Barbarian, stars as highway patrol officer on a mission to track down her husband's killer. That's it. All we got.
Oh.
How are we feeling about it?
Honestly,
Amped.
1 to 10, Sid.
I'd give it like a 9.
Ooh. Clara?
I think I would throw like a 9.5 at this one.
Wow.
Joe?
I give it about an 8. I
Okay.
think. What's driving your excitement for this, Clara?
I just love gritty procedural serial killer movies. Like that's one of my favorite little niches to dig into. Especially this last year, I watched a lot of stuff in that vein. So it's exciting when there's something new coming out, especially from someone like the writer of Seven. So it's like my hopes are high that it'll be really solid.
Yeah.
Sid, do you want to elaborate on that at all?
I'm with you. I mean, I do have some reservations. We haven't heard a lot about it yet, which I think is odd, but I feel like once we get a trailer, we'll kind of actually know like what kind of movie this is going to be, because there are tons of writers who have written incredible films and then go on to write some pretty shitty films too. So we'll see. But yeah, the premise just seems so interesting to me. So hopefully it's what we are hoping it will be.
Yeah, from the few stills we've seen as well, I'm liking like the look of it at least. And I think you're right, Sydney. Once we get a trailer, we'll have a better idea of kind of like what they're going for here. But if it's in the vein of Seven or The Empty Man, another movie I like that is sounding familiar in the sense, only in the sense that it's like a detective procedural with horror elements to
Yeah.
it, then this will be up my alley. It'll jump from the 8 to like a 12
Oh,
for
hell yeah.
sure. So
Cool.
we'll see. High hopes. February is a strange release month for a movie like this, but I'm open to it for sure.
Yeah.
February 27th, Scream 7. 1 to 10, Sid?
-10. Boo.
-10.
Yeah, I guess -10 for me as well. I have no interest in
Boo.
watching this. I likely won't watch this,
Yeah, I probably won't either.
and we'll just have to move on from that.
Yeah.
March 6th, The Bride. Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride.
Ooh.
How are we feeling about this one? There was a prediction, I will say, from Sydney. I don't know what month or what year we did this, but Sydney said something along the lines of she thinks The Bride will be the better Frankenstein movie when it comes out
Oh.
in comparison to GDT's Frankenstein.
Whoa.
Oh, you're pulling out the receipts. I forgot I
Uh-oh.
said that. Well, that's
Yes.
interesting because I I tweeted something recently that a lot of people agreed with. I said, based on the trailer, it looks like it's either going to be a masterpiece or incredibly annoying. Like it has that sort of like poppy, like subversive, quirky vibe to it that I'm like, this is either like, I like Maggie Gyllenhaal. I love The Lost Daughter. So I feel like she's going to do something interesting and good with it. But the vibe of the trailer, I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I've said something similar where the trailer for The Bride reminds me a little bit of like Saltburn,
Right.
where I'm like, it could go either way, honestly, and like that's okay. It's interesting. I like that we were hearing more about like Maggie Gyllenhaal was like went to bat hard for Jessie Buckley to be in the
Yeah.
movie, so it sounds like she is exercising her like power as a director in pretty big ways, and so that makes me more hopeful that it'll be good. But we'll see.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking exactly what you're both saying, in that I'm excitement level 6.5. However, I watched that trailer and feel very emotionally confused because there are moments that trailer I'm like, wow, this looks really cool. And then there are other moments of the trailer I'm like, ooh, this looks kind of corny and annoying. And so it really does. It could go either way. I think the Saltburn comparison is very apt. I trust Maggie Gyllenhaal above all else, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is what I've landed on. And so I have a lot of hope for it. And I think I'm excited.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'd throw like a 6.5 at it.
Okay.
I was going to say that too. So yeah, it seems like we're all
Perfect.
on the same page.
House
Yeah.
of 6.5.
Cool.
March 27th is a movie called They Will Kill You, which is a movie starring Zazie Beetz and Tom Felton.
Oh.
Do we know?
Okay.
They just released a trailer for this week. Patricia Arquette, Tom Felton. The premise is this: a woman answers a help wanted ad to be a housekeeper in a mysterious New York City high-rise, not realizing she's entering a community that has seen a number of disappearances over the years. I didn't watch the trailer, so I don't know much about
Yeah,
it.
I don't know the vibe of that.
Based on that alone, though, in the cast, how are we feeling?
I'd give it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe like a 4.5. That doesn't really.
I like
grab
Zazie
me.
Beetz.
Yeah, I like her too.
I'll
Yeah.
give it a strong 5.
Okay.
Okay.
We can move on from that. Let's see. April 10th, Ready or Not 2. How are we feeling about that? Sid, 1 to 10.
You know, every time, like, I'm like, I don't know if this is going to be a good sequel, but every time I see the trailer, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see Samara Weaving and what's her name?
Catherine Newton.
Catherine Newton just like screaming for an hour and a
Yeah.
half. I give it like a 7.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I like 7. I think I'd go around there as well. I'm hopeful. It's one of those ones where it's like, I don't think we needed a sequel to Ready or Not, but now that we're getting one, it's like, okay, I'll see it.
Yeah.
I
Where are you?
will say I'm at a 8.
Okay.
Oh,
The
okay.
trailer works for me.
Yeah.
I love Samara Weaving. I like Catherine Newton. Have they ever acted in a movie together?
I don't think so, and I think
Yeah,
that's part of
no.
like what makes it so exciting.
Well, yeah, this is
Just
like,
from the trailer, it looks like they have some pretty innate chemistry there.
right.
And so that's exciting to me.
This is like
Yeah.
horror community. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is such a huge team up.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. This is like their fan fiction come to life.
Right.
Absolutely is. Beyond them, though, the supporting cast of like Elijah Wood, Sarah Michelle Gellar, David Cronenberg's in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. In
lot of-
the trailer, I had to do a double take. I was like, what?
Yeah. It seems like he's like the patriarch of the family because there's like a painting of him in one shot and he's kind of sitting there very stoically in a chair. So I don't know exactly his role. I am excited. It is a bit of a silly movie and it feels like the movie's aware of it though.
Yeah.
There's a moment where they're like, now you get to play again. And it's like, what? To play again? And this time you get to rule the world.
I know. I was like, oh my God, okay.
So it's like, okay, they know it's silly. They're kind of going for broke here. And I appreciate that. So I'll say 8. Let's see. April 17th, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Lee Cronin, who most recently
Oh.
directed Evil Dead Rise. There's a poster of it right here in my background.
Yay.
Signed by Lee Cronin and Sam Raimi.
Oh my God.
Oh.
We don't know much about Lee Cronin's The Mummy, except that it is taking a more traditional horror route in its adaptation and interpretation. Just from the bare bones knowledge we have, how you feeling, Sid? 1 to 10.
The guy knows how to do a good split diopter shot. and that does a lot for me. But I'll say I'm like a 6.5. I didn't love Evil Dead Rise. I thought it was good.
Okay. I liked it.
I really liked it.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Clara, 1 to 10.
I think I would go like a 6.5 as well, though. Like, even though I love Evil Dead Rise, and I think even though they're not necessarily related, I think that's because we were so excited for Wolfman, and that ended up being such a big disappointment that I think I'm a little wary of the.
Are you confusing Lee Cronin with Lee Winnell?
No, I know they're different guys. I'm saying they're not related, but they are in that they're remaking classic monster movies.
Oh, you're pulling the monster card.
Yeah,
Okay,
right. So I'm
okay.
saying,
But I don't believe The Mummy is a modern adaptation
Oh,
of
it's
The
not?
Mummy. I don't think it is. Not that I'm
Okay.
aware of.
What do you mean
It's
a
like-
modern?
Because Wolfman
not
was like a
contemporary.
modern, like a contemporary
Oh, yeah.
reset
okay.
of The
But
Mummy. I don't think
still-
it is.
Even
I mean,
still,
is it
like
the
I'm just
same-
wary.
Yeah, because we just saw what happened to Wolfman, like editing wise.
Yeah, like even if it's not necessarily contemporarily set, I think the fact it's being made now versus when it was made originally is going to be more of
Ooh,
a
it
deterrent
doesn't actually
than a success.
say in the synopsis. It says the young daughter of a journalist disappears without a trace in a desert. The Shatter family is stunned when the girl suddenly reappears 8 years later. But what should have been a joyful reunion quickly turns into a true nightmare. So maybe it is contemporarily set.
I think the odds are much higher that it'll be contemporary.
I thought it would have been really fun to like go back like a 1940s
I know.
mummy
Give
movie
me
or
that
That'd be
something.
very
white,
cool.
Like,
I should just watch the
Yeah.
original Mummy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like at least we have that one. But so like that makes me wary because I don't know if those are. I mean, the Invisible Man again is like another example where like that works really well. But I feel like that was a little bit more of a one and done.
yeah,
thing.
because there's this. I mean, like, there's this whole slate of Universal monster movie adaptations that we were so excited for, and I get it. I mean, once Wolfman came out, it's like I don't want to get burned again. Like we're going way
No,
back.
exactly.
I mean, all of these will suck.
What's more annoying about this is that we have a modern or contemporary set mummy movie,
Right.
which is the Tom Cruise one that came out recently. And, you know, we have the one with 1999 with Brendan Fraser. So I'm thinking to myself, why make a third one set in contemporary times? Like we've done this twice now. One worked, one didn't. Let's go back. I don't know.
But this time they'll have iPhones.
This time they'll have iPhones. Yeah, Jack Rayner is in it.
Okay.
He is the actor in Midsommar. He was the shitty boyfriend that everyone didn't like.
He's good.
I don't know anyone else in this movie. Oh, May Kalamaui. She was in the show Rami, which was
Yeah.
really good, and she was in the MCU show Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Wow, she's great.
She's great. Love her.
That's
so
exciting.
there's a cast there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll trust Lee Cronin a little bit.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is on the list. May 1st, Hokum. This is the newest one, big one, I think, that Neon's going to be really pushing this summer season. Hokum is coming from the director Damien McCarthy, who most recently directed Oddity from 2 years ago.
Oh,
Oddity had a bit of a moment. Sydney and I saw Oddity in theaters
we
together.
did. Yes, we did.
Aw,
AMC Burbank 16, we saw Oddity.
cute.
There was a guy in like the front row. Boy, was he having a blast because he
Yeah.
was laughing at everything.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of nervous laughter, and he just was laughing out loud a lot.
Yeah.
But this is the newest run from Damien McCarthy, and here is the log line. It says, a reclusive novelist travels to a remote Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes and encounters disturbing visions. That's all we got.
Okay, the fact it's Irish is
Yeah.
even more.
Oh, and by the way,
interesting.
Adam Scott is the star, is the main
Yeah,
character.
and on
Oh.
Letterboxd, the synopsis says, "Unaware the place is rumored to be haunted by a witch."
Ooh, I like witch stories.
A witch movie.
Okay. How are you feeling about this, knowing all this knowledge? Sid, 1 to 10.
I'd give this a 6.5 too.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a lot lower than I thought. Well, what's driving the not so high reaction to it? I feel like both Claire and I got excited, and then you were like 6.5.
I don't always love witch stuff. It can be
Okay.
really fun. I love The Witch. Adam Scott, I think, is what I'm most excited about. I didn't love Oddity. I thought Oddity was fine.
I do agree with that. I wasn't super high on Oddity, but the premise of this is really exciting to me because I do like witch movies, and I think especially if it's witchcraft like tied into like Irish folklore. I think there's space for something really unique and interesting there.
Yeah.
I think I would give this like a 7.5 for now, cautiously.
Nice.
Where are
Okay.
you at?
The more that Neon Marcus this movie, it's going to drop, by the way.
I know,
Oh,
that's
no.
the problem. 'Cause
Every
they're-
time Neon puts a trailer out for this, I know it's going to say the scariest movie of the year is here. And then it's going to go, I'm going to start out at 8 and it's going to drop to like a 6 by the time it comes out. I already know it.
Damn.
Yeah, because I mean, the early trailers are fun, but they also are like giving that vibe of like, we're going to just really lean into like
Yeah.
spooky and then we don't have
Okay.
to do any heavy
We'll
lifting.
see.
Oh, I haven't
think,
seen it.
I think Oddity is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there are parts about it that I really like, other parts that I think are kind of whatever. But I think Damian McCarthy has a lot of talent. I think it'd be interesting to see what he does with a bigger budget.
Yeah.
With a team like Neon behind him. Let's see what he does. So I'm at an 8 right now.
Okay.
Perfect.
May 15th, Curry Barker's Obsession. This movie premiered
Oh,
at TIFF.
uh-huh.
I very stupidly did not go see it because I was very tired that night.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I missed out because apparently it was a hoot and a half.
Mm-hmm.
The blog line for this one is that a music store employee uses a supernatural toy to make his crush return his feelings. The plan backfires when she becomes dangerously obsessed. That's what we know. People have seen this movie. There are people listening to this podcast who may have already seen it
Yeah.
and can confirm it rocks. Based on that, I'm going to say strong 8 for me. Sid, where you at?
I would say an 8 too. I saw the teaser or trailer for it recently. And as it started, I'm like, oh, is this going to be some like whatever horror film? But then the tone became clear and I was like, oh, this is really interesting. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'd go 8.
Yay. Okay.
Clara?
I'm sitting at like a 6. I have a few friends who have seen it that were a little more critical of it, and we have a tendency to align more. So I'm a little bit like, I don't know if this will be quite my speed, but I am still very curious about
Okay.
it.
Are you guys familiar with Curry Barker's stuff on YouTube by chance?
Mm-mm.
No.
He makes short films, and I believe he also makes comedy skits. So we have
Oh,
another, not just YouTube to filmmaker pipeline, but also comedian to horror pipeline.
Right.
Yeah.
Wonder what the combination of those two will bring. I'm excited. I've heard good things, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Cool.
June 12th, Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day.
Oh,
Sydney, 1 to 10.
12.
Clara,
Yeah, 12. Joe.
30 million.
Whoa.
I don't know. I can't tell you, man. It's Steven Spielberg. I'm not going to doubt my boy.
No, exactly.
The trailer looks like cool. Like it looks
really
good.
cool. Yeah.
Like a well-made movie. Like a
Yeah.
movie made by a guy who knows he's making movies. It's
Yeah.
crazy to me that people are doubting this movie. June 12th, also same day, it'll be fighting against Scary Movie 6. Not really a horror
Oh.
film. Horror comedy. 1 to 10, Sid.
I don't know. It's one of those things where everyone's so excited for it to come back that I feel like we're almost going to overestimate how good it's going to be.
Mm.
I'll do a cautious 7.
Okay.
Clara.
I think I'm sitting at a 7 as well. I'm excited for this to come back. I think honestly, I'm more excited to see what movies they pick than
Right.
like what actually they do with those movies.
What they end up parroting.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm at a 7 as well. I mean, I'm trying to divorce myself from the nostalgia of the series, which meant a lot to me growing up. I think it can go one or two ways, right? It can go the Naked Gun route,
Yeah.
where it comes back and it just goes fires on all cylinders, and I love it to death. Or it goes the Happy Gilmore 2 route, and it ends up being very boring, very... it substitutes good writing or good jokes with like cameos, and then I'm like, I hate this.
Right.
So I hope it's the Naked Gun route, and I pray it's not the Happy Gilmore route. That's the hope.
Yeah.
August 14th. Oh, I skipped June. No, what did I skip? Oh, July 24th I skipped. Evil Dead Burn.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
The next installment in the Evil Dead franchise, Evil Dead Burn. Sid, 1 to 10.
Who's directing this?
Great question. I thought it was Lee Cronin, but he's
No.
obviously
No,
not because he's doing the
I think
movie.
it's the guy who did the Spider movie.
the spider movie
From like a couple years ago.
He
Not
did
Sting.
Infested.
That's
from
what I'm
2023.
thinking.
No,
Oh,
not
Infested.
Sting. No, his name is Sebastian Vanisek. I
Oh,
hope I
that's
said that
right.
But he did Infested. But yeah, Evil Dead Burn set for later this year in July. Sid 1 to 10. You're kind of the resident Evil Dead person here.
Yeah, but I'm not, when it's not Sam Raimi. I'm a Sam Raimi fan, not an Evil
Okay.
Dead.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
Okay.
Okay.
Got-
I mean, I
Gotcha.
love Evil Dead. I'll give it like, honestly, I'm going to say like a 6.5 because Evil Dead Rise was so successful that I feel like they're going to try to like stay on that path. And since I wasn't super on board with Evil Dead Rise, I'm cautious.
I want to revisit Evil Dead Rise. I think we should soon. Maybe we'll do that in July.
House of Homework.
Oh,
House
yeah,
of
that'd be
Homework.
good.
We'll do some Evil Dead watching
Yeah.
because I remember liking it, but I understand your hesitance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want more of Evil Dead Rise. That's my
Right,
fear.
right.
I think maybe I do.
Oh,
That's fine.
I think I prefer the more modern Evil Dead movies versus the original run,
Wow, that's a
which
crazy
is a
statement.
very crazy thing to say, and I know that, but I think those are a lot more fun. So I'm optimistic for I'll throw like a 7 at this.
I'll throw a 7
Okay.
at it as well.
Okay.
Okay.
August 14th, Flower Vale Street.
Oh,
Here's your log line for this one. A dinosaur movie starring Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor. The official log line reads this. A family in the 80s start to notice bizarre things happening in their neighborhood.
it's real. It's happening.
That's what it says here. It's happening.
A
Yeah.
horror dinosaur movie.
That's what they're saying. Directed by David Robert Mitchell. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he directed It Follows.
What the? But don't they have they follow?
They Follow has been in the pipeline for a bajillion years. Who
Yeah.
knows if it'll ever happen? But this is the confirmed project that will be happening this year. Flower Vale Street. 1 to 10, Sid.
I'm gonna give this an 8.5.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Clara?
giving it a 12.
Wow.
I love
Whoa.
dinosaurs. I'm really excited.
Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor?
Yeah,
That's a
That's
crazy 1-2
awesome.
combo right
that's
there.
really cool. Where are you at?
9.
Okay.
Nice.
Hopefully it is a dinosaur movie.
Oh, you think maybe it's a fib?
I don't know what it is, to be honest.
Oh.
That line about the dinosaur thing I read from Fangoria, by the way.
Oh,
It's not on the
no.
wiki and it's not on the letterbox.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no.
poster on Letterboxd has dinosaur skulls on it, but
That's right,
someone
it
might have
does,
just
yeah.
like put that there.
Oh,
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
If it is, that'd be awesome. We'll find out.
okay.
All right. We got Flowervale Street knocked out. How about August 21st? Untitled Insidious 6 movie. 1 to
Oh.
10, Sid.
3.
I think I would give this like a 1. Like I'm not interested at all.
I'll split the baby. I'll go 2.
Okay.
Nice.
This reminds me so much of that meme of the guy wearing like the Gucci or the Prada bag, the backpack that's like hanging by a
The
thread.
straps are ripping.
And just let it
Let
go,
it go,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
Isn't
Let it
this the one
go.
that has the kid from Nope in it? Brandon Perea.
It does have Brendan Perea in it.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
So that's interesting.
That is interesting.
That's where that's why I'm
There's
at a 3 and
glimmer
not
of
a
hope
2.
there. September 11th, Clayface, which is being confirmed by James Gunn that it is a horror movie and being written by Mike Flanagan. So it has horror roots at the very least. How do you feel about Clayface, Sid?
Do we know who is Clayface?
We do.
Yeah.
We do know who Clayface is. I believe it's an actor that we're not too familiar with.
Tom Reese Harries.
Yes, that is
he
his
was
name.
in The Gentleman.
He was in The Gentleman. He was in some Doctor Who episodes. It looks like this is kind of like his big break.
Yay.
Kandahar, which was that Gerard Butler action movie.
Naomi Ackie is in it. I'll
Yeah.
give this a 5.5.
Okay.
5.5. Clara?
Oh, my turn. I think I'd give this like a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you?
I love Clayface as a
Yeah,
villain.
that's the
Very
thing.
cool guy.
Yeah.
Comes out September 11th. I think he knows about September 11th. Maybe.
Oh,
He might.
Clayface
It's his
9/11
favorite day.
movie. He's so evil. He loves 9/11.
He was there. He watched it. Maybe that's his origin story.
That's the inciting incident. He
That's how it
survives
became.
9/11.
Clayface. I think that this is exciting. because I like Clayface, so I'm saying it gets 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be good because James Watkins directed it. And you know what he directed?
What?
Oh Lord, what?
Speak No Evil 2024.
Speak No Evil 2024. That's
Oh,
right.
Said you love that movie.
He
love
also
that
directed The
movie.
Woman in Black, which you love.
That's
oh, I
right.
love that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are reasons for all of us to be excited about it.
Yeah.
Eden Lake. I've never seen Eden Lake.
Oh, that's a huge British movie.
Bastille Day. That movie I've never seen. Has Idris Elba in it though, and Richard Madden. All right. We'll
Cool.
see how Clayface goes. We'll keep an eye on it. September 18th. This is the one I'm excited the most for, I think.
Okay.
We're getting Zach Kreger's Resident Evil,
Oh,
starring
Oh,
Austin
yeah.
Abrams,
That-
which he just worked with.
Yeah.
that wasn't the September 18th movie I thought you were going to say. I was like,
What movie
Practical
did you-
Magic 2?
No, I'm so sorry. Not Practical Magic 2. Zach Kreger's Resident Evil. How are we feeling about that, Sid, 1 to 10?
Ooh.
Stop it.
Well, I'll give it a
Stop it.
6.
We're going to have Zach Kreger on the show eventually.
Oh, I hope.
Better straighten up over there.
I think he's
Aw.
a talented guy.
Yeah, he's very talented.
I just think I didn't love Weapons.
Okay,
Me
so what is
neither.
your score, your
6.
hype level
I'll
for
give it a
this? 6?
6.
Clara?
I think I would give it a 6 as well. Less because I didn't like Weapons, more because I have a hard time with the Resident Evil movies.
Oh.
But they're also so different.
Yeah.
So it's I think this has the potential to be something I end up really loving.
Don't worry, Zach. I got your back. I'm
Yeah.
at 12 for this.
Oh,
baby.
no
I was gonna say,
way.
you're way up on this.
This is going to go either two ways, really bad or really good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to approach this. I'm trying to approach it from a standpoint of look, I love Resident Evil as a franchise, played all the games or most of the games, love them deeply, love the lore. Kreger has come out to say that this movie is not going to be like a story adaptation from a video game.
Right.
They'll use characters likely and do a different story. That's always been my issue with this franchise, though,
Right.
movie-wise, is that's what they've done. They've taken characters and done different stories. And it's none of them have been very good. Some have been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Paul W.S. Anderson has made some fun ones for sure. But that's my hesitation with this. But I trust Kreger enough to take this in a direction that I think is going to be really exciting. So
Cool.
that's why I'm at a 12.
Awesome.
All right. October 9th, Other Mommy, the movie starring Jessica Chastain, directed by Rob Savage, who directed Host and The Boogeyman most recently.
Ooh.
Follows the story of an 8-year-old girl living in a home with marital problems. She doesn't have the marital problems. Her parents do.
Child bride. That's no.
When a sinister entity emerges from her closet, she begins referring to it as Other Mommy.
Oh.
Sid, 1 to 10 based on all that.
That's giving me a 4.5.
Clara, 1 to 10.
I think I'll give that, maybe 4.5 as well. That sounds like the movie. I think it's called A Separation. What is that? No, it's not A Separation. That's a different movie.
That's a very different movie.
There's a movie. It came out right as you could start going back to the movie theater after COVID lockdown, and it's by the guy who did The Boy, and it's a big scary mother puppet.
You research
What
it,
the-
and then I will talk about how
Okay.
I'm not excited for this movie at all.
Oh.
Because the Boogeyman is booty. Sorry. It's not very
Yeah.
good. I think Host is very good. And then he made a second film after Host, also found footage,
Dash cam?
Dash Cam. Oh boy, do I dislike that
you
movie.
really don't like
Really?
Dashcam.
I do not like that movie at all. I think it's very bad, and I don't want to go into it. So Rob Savage is sitting in a very complicated place in my heart right now. I love Jessica Chastain, though. That's the problem.
I'm shocked that she's in this.
It
And
is
Karen
interesting.
Allen is in it?
Was Jessica Chastain in that other movie, Mama? Was she in Mama?
No, that was.
Oh,
Oh,
Mama. God, I
Mama.
love Mama.
Mama
Was
is the
she
one
Mama?
from Andy Muschietti.
She
No, I don't
was
think
Mama.
She was the titular Mama?
She was the titular
No.
Mama.
No, I don't think she's
no, she was the
Mama. She's the aunt.
She's the aunt.
She's
yeah.
the aunt taking care of the girls.
I was going to say, there's no way she's the titular Mama.
No,
She's
she's not Mama.
She's Ursula / Other Mommy, but there's 2 people cast as Other Mommy on Letterboxd.
But she is in Andy Muschietti's Mama.
yes,
Yes, that's correct.
So we've seen her do horror before.
horror queen.
Yeah.
Okay, horror queen.
The movie I was thinking of is called Separation. No, Separation, just
I've
Separation.
never seen Separation.
But it's the same premise. Even on Letterboxd, the log line is a young girl finds solace in her artist father and the ghost of her dead mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember
Kinda reminds
Mama
me-
for the movie grid.
Yes.
Mama's so good. I love Mama.
All right. October 23rd, Remain. This is not, there's no confirmation though this is even a horror movie. It was listed on a few lists and it all say, not really sure if it's a horror movie, but we're maybe going to watch out for it.
Why?
This is the Nicholas Sparks Shyamalan film.
Oh.
Sid, as the resident Shyamalan head, how you feeling?
15. Obviously I got the book signed by both M. Night and Nicholas Sparks.
No big deal.
Earlier
Have you read it?
or last year. I have not read it. I'm gonna wait to read it until the couple months before the movie comes out.
Okay.
But yeah, they say it's like, I think it's like mostly romance, but it has sort of like a supernatural element, which, as you said, like that could be horror. It could be less.
Something
It could
else,
be
yeah.
more of like a melancholic sort of thing,
Like a ghost story.
right? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Clara,
I'm
based on
excited.
what we know.
Wow. Probably like a 9.
Wow.
Yeah. Joe?
Yeah, a solid 9.
Yeah.
We love Shyamalan here.
We do.
The Nicholas Sparks collab is certainly a choice and certainly interesting. And there has been Nicholas Sparks works I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I maybe I'll read Remain as well. And I'll
People-
get ahead
yeah.
of it.
People have said that their sensibilities are shockingly, like they work shockingly well together.
Okay.
That's the thing, because he's good at romance. Like
Yeah.
The Village
He's
is
a
like the most
romantic
romantic
guy.
movie to ever exist.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like this could be good.
Me
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
December 5th, Violent Night 2. Not really a horror movie. I don't know
Oh.
why it's even listed here.
Oh, okay. Just probably because it's gory.
Yeah. Sid, 1 to 10?
2. I don't need that.
0. I haven't even seen the first one.
1.5. Don't care.
Okay.
December 25th is the last big horror movie of the year.
Oh, okay.
Robert Eggers' Werewolf.
The werewolf.
Starring Aaron Taylor Johnson, Lily Rose Depp, and Willem Dafoe. Nosferatu Part 2. Sid, 1 to 10.
I'm gonna say, I'll go 7.5.
Okay. I'm at a 10. Joe?
I'm at an 8,
Okay.
maybe 8.5. I will say this.
Okay.
If the movie turns out to be like Nosferatu, which I like and don't love, then I'm happy. However, I will then leave the theater thinking, is this everything in Robert Eggers' bag?
I think that's fair.
That'll be
I'm
my-
glad it's
my concern.
original.
I
Yeah.
am glad it's original as
I think
well.
that's
That's
good.
Big
exciting.
for me.
But if we're continuing to just pull period piece horror films out of the bag every couple of years, I don't know if I exactly going to be excited for every Eggers movie after that.
Oh, I think I still am on board if that's the case.
Okay.
I'm not period piece horror movies. If we get period piece Northmans, more of that. Where's the night movie?
Yeah,
was a-
I do
there
want
was a
the night
moment-
movie.
When I was on Twitter, there was one moment where Discussing Film posted that he's going to work on a
night
medieval
movie.
Yeah.
night movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want that movie.
Yeah.
Give me that movie. And apparently he's also working on like maybe a Christmas Carol or something.
And maybe a
Yeah.
Labyrinth remake.
or maybe a Labyrinth remake. Bro's
There's a
doing
lot
so
out
much
there
stuff
right
right now.
now.
So I'm excited for Werewolf. I think the cast is good. I like Nosferatu. And again, I think it's going to turn out well. But
Yeah.
I will want to see more from him at that
Okay.
point.
I agree
Sid,
with
you want to elaborate anything else?
I agree with you, but I am, yeah, like knowing that he has some adaptations potentially in the pipeline. I'm like, I don't want to see it just because like Nosferatu, The Northman is kind of, it's not really an adaptation, but it kind of is. I'm just like, I liked when you did original stuff, and that's what I'm most excited to see from him.
I agree. I think my favorite film, well, we all love The Witch a lot.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite? I mean, I think it's all of our favorites.
Yeah,
The Witch.
mine too.
It's a House
Love
Cinema
The
5-star
Lighthouse.
banger.
It is a 5-star.
I'm not really like, so many people go cuckoo bananas for his historical accuracy. Like, oh, we're spelling werewolf with a U. I'm like, I don't really give a shit.
I don't either. You're not alone in that. I feel the same way. I go cuckoo bananas for when he has Vikings fight naked on a volcano.
That
That's what
part's
I go
cool.
cuckoo bananas for.
That is cool.
I want to see more of that. So that's the last big horror movie of the year. I'm sure I missed something. The nice thing about horror every year is that so much of it comes out without us even being aware of it. There's a lot of low budget indie horror that makes its way that we'll probably end up loving. So there was even a A24 trailer for something to do with sound. What was it called?
Something
it's
to
gonna
do with
bother me.
sound.
No, not
it's
with.
not. Dude, I saw the trailer for that last night, and I thought of you because I'm like, is this just like a Talk to Me copycat?
What do you think of
Oh.
me for? What did I do?
Well, because you talk about how there's like the copycat movies.
Okay. I
Okay,
see.
okay.
I was like, what?
Why are you saying fuck me for?
And what did I do?
Why am I
It's
in it?
called. Let me find it. It's called Undertone,
Oh,
and it's directed by Ian Twoson. I could be saying that wrong. It's a 2025 Canadian horror film. It's Ian Towson's directorial debut.
it's premiering at Sundance.
That's where it's premiering.
I did pull a couple of the Sundance premieres because who knows if these will actually come out this year, but they do seem interesting.
The trailer was very, very good. I'll just say that. It's the premise is a woman who hosts a paranormal podcast with her friend Justin, and she is then sent some audio recordings by a listener to make her a believer. And she listens to it, and like strange shit starts to happen.
God, is that gonna ski
the
this
trailer is
out?
really well made.
No, that's the thing. I'm like, yay, a podcast movie. They had a
Yeah.
podcast movie
Sundance
last year at Sundance called Don't Die. So it's like, yay, I like watching podcast movies.
It looks a lot of fun. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, I pulled some.
Oh, you want shout out some more?
Yeah, from Sundance. Saccharin is Natalie Erica James's new movie. She did Relic. So
Oh.
she has a new feature out, which I think is really exciting. It's about a lovelorn medical student who becomes terrorized by a hungry ghost after taking part in an obscure weight loss craze.
Oh no.
I'm like, Ozempic gone wrong. I
Ozempic
think
gone
that's
wrong.
fun. And then the other big one I think at Sundance is Buddy, which is directed by Casper Kelly, who did Too Many Cooks.
Too Many Cooks? I don't think I know that
stop. You know what Too
I've
Many
heard
Cooks
of it,
is.
yeah.
one. Too Many Cooks?
Too
Is that
many
like-
cooks.
it's like
Too
Overcooked, the
many
game?
cooks.
I've never heard of Too Many Cooks. I've never seen this in my
What?
life. Oh, it looks interesting though. Maybe I'll watch it. It's a short special.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe you've never seen that Joe. That's so.
Oh, it's an Adult Swim thing.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Adult Swim.
Okay. Well, you should watch Too Many Cooks. It's fun. Buddy is directed by him, which is exciting. And it's about a brave girl and her friends who must escape a kids' television show. It's giving like one of the Terrifier movies does that where they like go into a kids show or
Right.
whatever and it's like scary. It's like that vibe where it's like giant unicorns are like trying to kill them.
Casper Kelly did a segment in the most recent VHS Halloween series
Oh,
as
I didn't know
well.
that. Okay.
Did anyone watch the recent VHS or is it just me?
No, I think it's just you.
He did, I think, the best one out of the bunch.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which was called Fun Size. And it was about a group of kids who are trick-or-treating and they get this weird candy that's kind of like, it's nasty, potential body parts and body fluids.
Ooh.
And they kind of track it to this mysterious factory and hell breaks loose.
Wow.
That's
it was,
fun.
It was good. It was the best one out of the bunch, I think, or
Okay.
one of the best ones.
Well, there we go.
Okay, that's fun. I'm excited about that.
Those are the couple. There's some other horror movies at Sundance, but those ones feel like maybe the biggest possibilities out of
Yeah.
the bunch.
I also wanted to shout out, well, we didn't mention The Backrooms, which is
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to come out this year, but doesn't
We'll
have
see.
an actual
No
release date. I'm
yeah.
actually really excited for that.
Me too.
Just
We'll
to
see.
see like what a weird little project.
What's he
Also,
building in there.
Mike Flanagan's doing the Carrie TV series
Oh yeah.
that will maybe come out this year, and also the A24 Crystal Lake series, which is the like Friday the 13th
Oh.
prequel series.
Oh my
right?
boy, I love Jason.
We'll see how those goes. You know, I'm excited about Flanagan work always, and I think it's fun to get Jason back. I think of all the villains we've seen the last 10 years, we've been lacking some Jason.
But isn't it
agree.
young? It's young
it's
Pamela.
young Jason?
Oh,
young
so
Sheldon
no
and young Pamela?
Jason.
Young
Are they a camp
Pamela, because
together?
Linda Cardellini is playing.
Oh,
young
Pam
Pamela.
Voorhees.
Yeah.
That's right,
Maybe
that's
I'm
right.
not happy anymore.
Well, it should be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. There's going to be a lot more that we missed out on. Actually, this is a perfect segue to our Q&A because I think for next episode, the easy, obvious question for us to ask is which 2026 horror movie are you most excited for?
Of course.
Yes.
Let us know on Spotify comments, YouTube comments, or on the Instagram story, and we'll try to read your answers next week. I think now we can pivot to last week's Q&A.
Yes.
If you're a new listener here, as I just mentioned, we ask a question at the end of every episode, and then we read your answers the following week. Last week was our December recap. So, of course, we asked you the basic question of what was your favorite first-time watch in December of 2025? A lot of fun answers, a lot of great answers. A surprising winner, in my opinion, but we'll talk about that at the end. Let's read these. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Ready.
I'll go first today.
Okay.
Let's see here. Vic Galaxy said Kill Bill Volume 1 and Ocean's 11. Favorite first watch of December. Did you watch Volume 2, Vic? I'm curious if you did.
Let us know.
Maybe you didn't like that one as much. Love both those movies a lot.
Good shout.
Go ahead, Sid.
Aaron Gonzo says Children of Men, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, and Opening Night. All amazing movies.
Wow, what a lineup.
I don't know what
spread.
Opening Night is.
It's Cassavetes film.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nice.
you've seen the cover, like the cover of it.
Yeah,
Probably.
definitely. 212, and then there's so many letters, and I'm not going to read them all.
Okay.
I'm prepping my girlfriend for Avengers Doomsday by having her watch all the X-Men movies, and our compromise was that I watch all the Twilight films for the first time. Conveniently, my local theater is playing all of them. I went in expecting not to like it, but honestly, I'm completely invested in the story now.
Yep.
They're definitely super corny and not the greatest movies, but I'm hooked. I'm seeing the third one tonight.
Oh my God.
Parentheses, Team Jacob.
Ooh,
Oh,
until you watch the third one. And
Yeah,
then
Yeah.
Ian, come back to us
Yeah,
and tell us
update
what
us.
you feel.
I think a lot of people are Team Jacob and they watch Eclipse and they're like, ooh, maybe
Eclipse is,
not.
I think Eclipse is where you lose a lot of Team Jacob power.
I get, because I was also Team Jacob after New Moon. I was like, I get it. They're clearly more meant for each other.
No,
And
yeah.
then Eclipse happens. And I'm like, oh, never mind.
No, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly that.
Eclipse is the worst one, by the way. So don't lose steam after Eclipse.
I agree.
Go forward into the night. Watch
strong.
Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Part 2. Let's see here. Horror Hour with the Hannahs. I love that name. I watched so many. Suspiria 2018, The Straight Story, Roofman, Twinless, and Train Dreams, I Cry. All great movies. I love all those movies.
Very
Yeah.
good list. Wow. C. Wilkins 25 says, no other choice. Park Chan Woo. That was a good movie.
I laughed out loud when I
That's
wrote that
funny.
one
Funny
down.
one. I like that one. I like that one.
Lydia Woods says The Swimmer was awesome. I think Sid recommended it on here.
What
I
was
think
it?
The Swimmer?
The Swimmer. I think I recommended
Yeah,
it maybe.
I've not seen
That
that.
is a great
Yeah.
movie. The Swimmer's awesome.
Let's see. Tiny Tao said The Testament of Anne Lee! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I've been listening to, Searchlight has been posting a lot of behind the scenes clips of the choreography of that movie.
Yeah.
And I've been so engrossed watching it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I kind of want to watch it again, for being honest. but-
No,
I
for
do
real.
too, yeah.
Sid, go ahead.
Oh, my turn. Let's see. Owen Mitchell 22 said Marty Supreme, dream big with the ping pong paddle emoji. Busiest screening I've been to in my local cinema since Endgame.
Whoa.
That's wild.
Marty
awesome.
Supreme will return.
Marty Mauser brings in the folks. Okay. Hey, Robin says Silent Hill. I've been in a journey through the game, so I had to. Sequel is a fever dream.
Yeah, sequel's bad, but that first one is legit.
It's so good.
It has some cool shit about it
Yeah.
for sure. You should watch
I'll
it.
have
Sid.
to watch
You
it before
should.
the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a great atmosphere to it. It really captures the vibe of the game,
Yeah.
which is fucking scary, man.
Very scary.
I play a lot of scary games for my friends' enjoyment. They like to watch me play them because I react very viscerally to them. I can't get through Silent Hill, man. I'm stuck in a literal asylum right now, and there's so much like backtracking, and every time I'm running around, there's like guys. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's too much. Cal Lou said The Testament of Anne Lee or The Red Shoes, both so peak.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell
Good
yeah.
pairing.
Good back to back.
Ash Caitlin says 16 years late, but finally watched The Social Network. Nuff said with the hand holding phone emoji.
Yay.
Wait, which movie?
Social
Social
Network.
Network.
Oh, yeah, that's a good movie.
Wow. I'm really due for a rewatch. When's The Social Reckoning supposed to come out? Next year?
This year.
This year?
Oh,
End
that's
of
this
this
year
year.
too?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oscars.
Rewatch it then.
Yeah, people are revisiting it right now. The Big Picture just did their 25 for 25. So they chose the 25, I don't know if it's best, their favorite, most important movies of the last 25 years. And The Social Network was crowned their number one.
Wow.
So a lot of people are revisiting it.
Interesting.
It's an interesting list for sure. A lot of big feelings about it. Not just from me, from everyone
Everyone has some big feelings.
about that list. But anyways, I think that's why some people are rewatching it right now. Also, it's just really good.
Yeah, very good. Let's see. Rip says, I finally saw Reservoir Dogs and that Tarantino guy might go places if he shuts up. And then they put in parentheses, no, but I loved it. Yeah, Reservoir Dogs is awesome.
That's
really
very
funny.
funny. I like that a lot. I did hear a story that the New Bev Theater in LA,
Yeah, they
which
just
is,
had an incident.
which is owned by
what?
Tarantino or run by him or whatever. They had an incident
Mm-hmm.
at their showing of
Wild Strawberries, and it was a double feature. It was Wild Strawberries and something else.
what was the other one? Something more contemporary.
Yes, I don't
And
remember
apparently
what it was.
there was a big incident there. Some guy made a big stink and they had to call the cops. They had to pull the
Jesus.
fire alarm to get the cops to come.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Josh Safdie was there and he left after didn't stay for the double feature. He had to leave.
Yeah.
Damn.
The crowds there have been growing interesting. If you attend there, I'm sure you're listening to this podcast and you're a good movie watcher. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. Amen.
My turn?
Yeah.
YouTube answers. I want to look at some of the answers on YouTube.
Okay.
Maybe that'll inspire some of you guys to go check out the YouTube.
Whoa.
Let's see here. Haywire said, my first watch of December, I finally got around to watching Pan's Labyrinth and it did not disappoint.
Nice. Great
We
movie.
did a Patreon episode on that.
Yeah, we just did.
Really good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, great movie.
Clara? Or Sydney?
No.
Yeah. Congos says 3 Idiots is going into the all-timer list, but shout out to Tampopo, love my little ramen shop owner lady, and Terminator 2, which I watched on Christmas Day.
What a
Great
lineup
little
for Christmas
list.
Day.
Wow.
Fun.
Yeah. Alico says, thank you, Clara, for being Tequila Wolf's #1 advocate because I finally watched it and it was amazing. Also, shout out Hard Eyes. It was so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Hard Eyes
Eyes.
is a lot of
Wow.
fun. Tequila Wolf is amazing.
Killer Wolf.
I never
Steven-
saw Hard Eyes. Is the guy from The Monkey in that? What's his name?
No.
Who's the main
Theo
guy?
James?
Theo James.
No, it's
No.
Mason Gooding
Yeah, Mason Gooding's in it.
okay.
and Josh Rubin directed it. And
Yeah,
we like Josh
who-
Rubin a lot.
God, we love Josh Rubin here.
I never
Very
saw
cool guy.
that. I should watch it.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Stephen JWR said favorite first time watch this month is between Marty Supreme or The Mastermind. 2 films that really have a lot in common but are totally opposite of each other at the same time. Interesting discussion between the two. I mean the endings alone.
Oh my god,
Yes.
I love that.
No,
Yeah.
it's really interesting comparing
Yeah.
the two.
Okay. All right.
America.
Sid?
Anna Hisa says, fave December watch is Beauty and the Beast from 1946. I simply can't get over the disembodied hands and diamond tears. Endlessly enchanting. I love when movies are magic with the heart hands emoji. Okay, I've only seen like a couple stills from this movie. Every time I see them, I'm like, I need to fucking watch this movie. It looks
Yeah.
like the most like magical, enchanting thing ever. So maybe I
It's
should watch it
gorgeous.
this week.
You should. Jose Campos P says Hoop Dreams. Yay, I love Hoop Dreams.
Hoop Dreams. Irish Bro 1725 said, I just watched Roofman, Sorry Baby, and The Ballad of Wallace Island. All very worthy candidates for best of the month.
Wow.
Mm.
Good
Love
list.
those movies.
Let's see. Baby Bottle, spelled
Baby Bottle Pop?
Bodle.
Do you remember that?
I do,
I
yeah.
loved Baby Bottle
Baby Bottle
Pops.
Pop.
Yeah, I
Those were
Baby
good.
Bottle Pop. Baby Bottle Pop. First you like lick it, then shake it.
Yeah.
Lick it again.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is on YouTube. They say my favorite first watch of December was Ron from 1985. We got some like
Mm.
Kurosawa watches happening here.
Oh yeah,
It's
definitely.
always a good time to watch some Kurosawa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clara?
Oh, it's my turn. Katie Carmichael 27 says Lars and the Real Girl. Yay.
Oh, Sydney's fave.
I love that movie.
You do love it. You do love it. Grace Sullentrup said, never, rarely, sometimes, always was the best first time viewing in December. But I was blessed to watch There Will Be Blood's bowling alley scene for the first time. Outstanding. Yeah,
Nice.
2 very
Oh,
good
yeah.
movies.
Love it.
Yeah.
Kid Kubi says Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. Saw them separately before, but this was a whole other experience. Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
is.
It really is.
It
It
rocked.
really is.
Very much so. Jacob Elias says Left-Handed Girl. Wish more people were talking about this. It's brilliant. That's a
Yeah,
great
that's my
movie.
bad.
I should watch that as
Come
well.
on,
Still haven't
guys,
watched
get
it.
on. It's really sweet.
It's on Netflix too. We have like
it's
no
available.
excuse.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. Shane Eichenauer said, not gonna lie, Joe, you got me to watch Train Dreams, which was amazing, and also my intro to Studio Ghibli with Spirited Away and Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh my God. Wow.
What a whammy, double whammy of Ghibli movies.
Yeah,
that's
don't worry, there's
amazing.
only like one bad Ghibli movie, maybe like 1.5. Maybe 2 actually. Let's just 2 straight up. It's Tales of Earthsea and Earwig and the Witch. Save those 2 for last if you're gonna watch them all.
Yeah.
I see.
Go ahead, Sid.
Austin Carey 0209 says Shutter Island. Shout out Sydney for the rec.
Yay.
You're welcome.
Why you are wet, baby.
They'll lobotomize you, Andrew.
They lobotomize you.
Jay Livian says, I basically cried for 2 hours straight while watching Little Women 2019 for the first time.
Oh my
That's me.
gosh, yeah.
Retweet.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. Toby Mishler said, watch When Harry Met Sally 3 times in December.
Aw.
Nobody will ever do it like RR.
Aw.
Smiling faces and tears emoji.
yeah.
God, that's fucking sad,
Oh,
man.
Rob.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Mr.
You
Reiner.
rest in peace. I'm excited for Princess Bride.
Me too.
Princess
Oh, me
Bride
too.
episode on the Patreon. Coming
Yep,
to a
coming this
Patreon
month.
near you.
Coming to a
very
Patreon near
soon.
you.
Sarah Badias says, watched, this is cracking me up, watched Black Bag on a plane, and it was low-key boring, but low-key good also. Honestly, that's kind of fair about the movie.
The duality of
I love
man.
it.
It's a good plane movie because it's not, action heavy. So it's a good, I'll watch it, eat my peanuts
Got,
kind
like,
of
a
thing.
chill
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Max Cohen says Hamnet, Secret Agent, and Cleo from 5 to 7 to finish out the year. Amazing.
Wow.
rando.
2 movies from this year and 1 movie from a while back is
Yeah.
pretty funny to me.
I love
but
it.
All of them are good. I like them
Yeah.
all. Jesse D said, Train Dreams for sure. Never been hit so hard by a film before.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I get it.
It makes
Yeah.
you cry. TTJ Rich 2.0 says, I saw Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, for the first time in
Oh, I love
December.
that movie.
Truly encapsulated how I felt as an awkward 12-year-old girl.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Really good
I
movie.
got so excited that movie had the moment that you first see that a guy has armpit hair.
I know. It's like,
That's like such a core memory. I was like, oh my God, thank you.
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm glad people are watching that still.
Aw. Real Die, not sure how to read that one, says Inside Man by Spike Lee. Denzel was in fact too smart to be a
Wow.
detective.
Dude, I love Inside
Inside
Man.
Man is awesome.
It's like good dolly. Well, it's like good dolly zoom in almost every Spike Lee movie.
Right, but that one
I love the one
especially-
in Inside Man a lot.
Yeah.
Blake is on. Said, if I had legs, I'd kick you is definitely the one that stuck in my mind the most.
Good one.
It's cool to
Crazy
see
movie.
Rose Byrne getting a lot of attention for that. I'm excited to see her
Yeah.
get nominated for an Oscar. I hope it
Agreed.
happens.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn. Brianna Labadie says, heated rivalry, rah.
Let's go,
Yay.
Heat Rivalry!
I got a couple
Yeah.
shouts.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good show. That's why.
Yeah. Laura Alden says Dust Bunny, charming, colorful, surprising, itching for Pushing Daisies season 3 now. Girl, me too.
Yeah.
Pushing Daisies is one of my favorite shows in the world.
Didn't you say in a junket that they're
They are doing it.
working on it?
It's happening.
Like
which
it'll
is
happen?
Very big deal.
Okay. We'll
That's
see.
exciting.
Mario said favorite first watches in December are Tokyo Godfathers, Tiger on the Beat, It Ends, and Wake Up Dead Man. I know that's more than one. Peeking through hands emoji. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
You have the space to write it.
There are no
down.
rules here.
You're good to go. Good choices though.
Yeah.
Very. Shareable Texas says Adventures of Robin Hood, baby, a Technicolor masterpiece. I gotta see that.
Someone else watched that on my mutuals. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Is there a Robin Hood influx recently? What's
Well,
going
we
on?
are
watched that.
getting.
Oh, you
the-
watched
I
it.
watched it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Did anyone see
I put
the
my
trailer
finger
for
on
the death of Robin Hood?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, no.
What'd you think about that?
People are mad because it's like hashtag. No, whoa, it's like unwoke because it's like Robin Hood is like feels guilty for his crimes or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like repenting?
I don't really understand.
He's
what
like an
angle they're
old
going
man. It looks pretty.
Oh.
Is
It
that
looks
Michael
pretty.
Sarnowski? Am I totally making that up?
For. No, it is Michael
He's
Sarnowski.
busy. He's a busy
Ooh,
bee.
he is busy.
Booked and busy. I agree. When I first saw the trailer, I think I made the joke on the Patreon where I said, well, what are you sorry for, man? Like,
Yeah, keep it up.
Keep it up. We need you. And then the trailer's like,
stop.
what I did was wrong. Like, no.
it
And
wasn't.
so I'm hoping there's a different angle that we're missing. That's my hope.
Maybe it's like Wuthering Heights in quotes.
Maybe.
They're
Okay.
tricking us.
Could be.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Guri B. Polson says, I'm still here. Finally had a cinematic release in my country. Incredible movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm
that
still
took a
here. It's
while.
amazing.
Took a while. I'm glad you got
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Really glad you got it. Let's see here. Jared Rivard said no other choice. That's it. Just no other choice. It's a big exclamation point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
I agree.
Amen.
Krista Herrera says, in quotes, "We do not suck on the breasts of weakness. Fire and Ash, baby. I saw it 3 times in December."
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
3 times? That's
awesome.
base as fuck. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We like when Corch goes, well, this is awkward.
We all gonna hold hands and sing.
I brought you a burger.
Brought you a burger.
God, that's great.
Oh, good movie. The film Fatale says, torn between The Carpenter's Son, Special Bulletin, and We Bury the Dead.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Great spread.
Very nice.
I wanted to watch The Carpenter's Son. I never got around to
Me
it.
too.
Yeah, seems
It was
interesting.
very limited.
Yeah, I've heard varying degrees of reactions, but I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Most Deaf said Hamnet. Wow, Jessie Buckley. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
She's
She'll win the
great.
Oscar.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
basically
that
a lock.
would be nice.
Yeah.
G Parker M says, the worst person in the world, put off watching it because I knew it would wreck me, and it did. Smiley face.
Yay.
Very fair.
Yeah. Meg Henderson 2 says White Christmas, OMG, life changing, and
Oh.
Scary Movie 3,
Oh.
LOL.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Scary Movie 3.
Good
the best
picks.
one. I've never seen White Christmas. I know people really love it, though.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen a stage production of it, and that was awesome.
Cool.
Very cool.
Is it my turn? Yeah.
Yes.
Z. Landry said Hamnet, The Fablemans, and finally saw Marriage Story.
Oh wow.
Bit of a theme about broken families there.
Divorce.
Hope
Are
you're
you
doing
okay?
Hope you're doing okay, Z. Hope you're hanging in there, man. Hope you're hanging in there.
Let's see. Mud Nelson said Throne of Blood or Point Blank. There's another
Ooh.
Kurosawa movie. In Point Blank, I'm adding that to my watch list. I feel like I'd like that.
Point Blank.
1967.
Oh, I've seen
Yeah.
Gross
Movie?
Point Blank.
Oh.
I've not seen Point Blank.
K Dabble 32 says Titanic.
Oh
Yay.
wow! Yay.
First time watch a Titanic.
First
You're
time
so
watching
lucky.
Titanic. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It gets better every time you watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay C said the Testament of Ann Lee. My ass would have joined the Shakers. Maybe, I don't know.
Hell yeah, shaking that ass.
Yeah, I get it.
Eric Olson Jr. said, "End of Evangelion. I can't stop thinking about it or get its music out of my head." Yeah, when I watched Evangelion, I literally couldn't stop compulsively singing the theme song like
It's so
24/7.
Oh, love it. Lena Tcac says, I watched all the Avatar movies for the first time ever, and I'm in love. And then
We have the right audience.
we did well, but then I want to read the one right below it because these came in back to back, and I thought this was funny because Elena said that, and then right after that we got one from Jesse Rumler, who says Lil Timmy's Marty Supreme, and then in all caps, sure as hell wasn't Avatar.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So we have a full spectrum
That's
of
fi- and
listeners.
yeah, if you're not an Avatar
It's
fan,
healthy.
we get it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
okay.
CJ Mira, maybe, said the Ugly Stepsister was so good. Excellent modern horror retelling of Cinderella.
I still have to watch that, man. Everyone
It's
says it was great.
good.
Yeah, I think
It's
you'll like
really
it too.
Yeah,
It works because it's not American. I'll tell you that
that's
much.
fair.
Honestly, yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
a good thing. 27. Oh, OFA or of a blank. There's like an underscore. Psycho and Soul. One changed my view of life, and the other my view of cinema. Ooh.
Oh, Psycho, not Psycho.
Oh yeah, Psycho and Soul.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
That's
That
interesting. Which
makes a lot
was
of
which?
sense.
I'd think that Soul was the view of life, and
Yes,
Psycho
that's
was
my
the
guess.
cinema.
Maybe
I'd
it could be
assume
could be
so.
swapped. I guess.
Could
Who
be.
knows?
Oh no, Norman Bates 2.0.
Norman Bates changed my life.
I'm doing it all
forever.
wrong.
I need to get a motel.
Go ahead, Clara.
Okay. Kibo Senalorak says, "But I'm a cheerleader," or "Dog Day Afternoon."
Whoa.
We love those movies.
We love those
here.
movies a lot. Yeah. Brooke Lowell, and I think is the only person who picked this answer because I just did Control F. I could not find any other ones.
Okay.
Brooke Lowell said, "Is this thing on?"
Oh yeah.
Only
have a
one
friend.
person said, "Is this thing on?"
But it's getting
it was
wider release
limited.
right now.
Brooke, thank you for your submission.
I'm
We're
sure
in
you'll
the
get
same
some
head.
in January.
Is this thing on? Heads turn up for the January.
I hope so.
question.
Stay in line if you're waiting
Yeah.
for "Is this thing on?" Stay in line.
Wow.
All right, let's do
Oh.
one last round. Go ahead, Sid.
Okay. Let's see. Oh God, one last round. Which one do
Yeah.
I pick?
One last
Donald
round after another.
X says, actually no, yeah, Netflix, yeah, Netflix cooked with the J. Kelly Nouvelle Vague double feature, a film nerd afternoon.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm glad you like those.
Yeah, that's fun.
Clara.
Okay, last one. Julia Rose 17 says, "Wake up, dead man," but have to shout out "Deaf President Now." So well made.
Oh,
yeah, that's a
wow.
good. That's a great documentary.
Nice.
All right. I guess I will read. I'll read Zach's who said, "I did a lot of rewatching in December, but Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, No Other Choice, and In the Realm of Senses were some of my favorite first watches. FNAF 2 was my least favorite first watch." Thank you for the added bonus. of the
Thank you for
FNAF
letting
2.
us know.
So many great answers. So sorry if we couldn't get to your answer, but we appreciate everyone who left answers on both YouTube, Spotify, and of course on Instagram stories. This is officially the end of the episode. Oh, let me go over the stats really quickly, actually.
Oh yeah.
Wake Up Dead Man had the most answers, 33 mentions. It beat out Marty Supreme, which had 25 mentions. Avatar Fire and Ash had 16 mentions. No Other Choice had 13 mentions. Train Dreams, 11 mentions. Hamnet, 10 mentions. Sentimental Value, 8. Sorry Baby, 6. It's a Wonderful Life and Kill Bill, the Whole Bloody Affair, 5 mentions each.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just quite the range of movies here. But
Full spectrum.
Wake Up Dead Man surprised me. I thought for sure Marty Supreme would be the most mentioned movie.
Yeah, I was very surprised as well.
People love and Wake Up Dead Man.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the answer or the question for next week for you to answer is, which horror movie in 2026 are you most excited for? And of course, drop in the comments your excitement levels for all the movies we just mentioned,
Yeah.
1 to 10, how you're feeling about Hokum. We didn't even bring up, by the way, The Strangers Chapter 3, even though we
Oh my god,
said
we
we
made
would
a
bring
joke
it up.
about it.
We briefly
do
did.
it.
1 to 10, Sid?
-3.
Clara?
0. I didn't see 2.
-2. I've seen both of them. I don't
Oh,
need to watch
no.
another
Oh,
one.
you have.
But anyways, drop your reaction to any of the movies that we talked about. We can read them in the comments. And that is it. Check out the pod on YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, we're posting there as well. We're posting YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikToks. You can check that out at, what is our username over there?
I think it's House of Cinema Pod.
Okay, cool. Check out our TikTok. We post in clips. People be loving us. People be hating us. Pretty awesome. We love to see it. Drop a rating on Spotify and Apple. That helps us out a lot. And check out the Patreon. Exclusive episodes. This week, we have an episode on The Apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And then next week, we have an apartment. We have an episode on Princess Bride.
Yeah.
And my last update. This week, you get 2 public episodes, everyone. You have this Primate episode and this horror preview. And then Friday, our episode on the Bone Temple drops. And that's basically because we want to have as much knowledge as possible when on the following Monday, 1 week from today, we do an episode on our Oscar nomination predictions.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to work with as much knowledge as possible. Because last year, not to toot our own horn, we did very well.
We did a really good job.
We predicted
yeah.
90% of it correct.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want good Oscar talk, accurate Oscar talk, cool guy Oscar talk, we got you.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I feel like you're amping us up
yeah.
a little too much, maybe.
Knock
If
on
we get
wood.
it wrong, we get it wrong. I'll just, it's okay. If we get it wrong, I'll just say, it's unpredictability. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways.
I also want to shout out that we do The Apartment, and then you guys do Agatha All Along for anyone
yeah,
who needs to
oh,
hear
yeah,
that
yeah.
episode. And then we do
Agatha
Princess Bride.
Long. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's right, yeah. Which is an MCU show that I actually didn't hate.
Which?
I'm loving it. Which?
More talk on that later. All right. That's the end. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Have a wonderful day, night, weekend, and we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye, listeners.
Bye bye.